Today on Eagle 7 News, we see just how many students actually knew who was on the ballot this year and who got out to vote.
And we hear why one sports team was pleasantly surprised to be heading to the national tournament for the first time in 8 years.
I'm Tori Hoehne.
And I'm Dylan McNeill. Your campus news starts right now.
It would have been hard to be unaware that the state elections took place this past week. People of all ages took to the internet to post their I voted stickers. However, not all got a sticker this past Tuesday.
Dylan McNeill here in the Billy, and we're going to go talk to students about voting. This year, 40% of 18 to 29-year-olds went out to vote. That's a 14% increase from 2014. And we're going to go talk to UNW students and see if they're following that statistic. Did you know voting was yesterday?
Yes.
And did you go out and vote?
Yes.
I did not.
Yes, I voted yesterday. Yes.
Did you vote?
I did.
I did. I voted absentee.
Was there a reason why you didn't go out and vote?
Yeah, my buddy and I donated plasma, so.
Do you know who ran for Minnesota governor?
I want to say Amy Klobuchar.
Yes, it was Jeff Johnson and Tim Walz.
Yes, Jeff Johnson and the other guy that won, Walz.
Do you know who won Minnesota governor?
I actually don't.
Where'd you get your information for voting?
Some of my parents, some of myself, and just some of my own research.
Did you look up any information before you voted?
A little bit, but not a lot.
I looked on the Star Tribune, and for some of the national races, 538.
Do you know what district you voted in?
No.
Do you know what district you voted in?
District? Is that a number? No.
Do you know what district you voted in?
4.
Why did you vote?
Well, I think it's important, and also, too, if you're going to complain about politics or something, at least if you have voted, then you can a little bit more. But if you haven't voted, then there's no reason to.
It's a right that we have as a citizen.
And as you can see, about 40% of students we interviewed showed up to the polls. For Eagle 7 News, I'm Dylan McNeill.
Nationally, only 13% of voters are between the ages of 18 and 29. Young voters had a jump in voter turnout this year and are seen to have made a difference in who won offices. We're now going to toss it to Kara in our control room.
Thanks, Tori. After a recent fire broke out in the Robertson Student Center, I looked into what caused the fire and what students can do to prevent them from happening in the future. We asked Aikenson resident assistant Jennifer Malky about the fires and what she does to prevent them.
Believe it or not, toasters are like burnt toast is a big deal that happens. Candles are actually a pretty big deal and can set off a fire alarm pretty easily. Keep things like plastic, anything off the stove. Be sure and close the door and turn on the fan when you're cooking. Keep a timer going. It's important to keep going back to check on it and just be aware.
It's important that taking these precautions is not only for the safety of ourselves, but also for the safety of everyone living around us. Now we're on to Ryan for sports.
Thanks, Kara. One of our Eagles team surprised themselves this year and did something not many thought they could. Eagle 7's Caleb Holt has the story.
We weren't expecting to get here.
From a far-fetched dream to reality, the UNW women's soccer team is heading back to the NCAA tournament for the first time in 8 years after a 2-0 victory this past Saturday. Coach Pettit and the women picked up the win against the red-hot Yellow Jackets, who were playing their best ball leading up to the UMAC title game.
We played a good, superior team. They hadn't lost a game and been scored on in 6 games. So it's a big deal for us to score 2 times on them and win that championship.
Turnover can often cause a rebuild, but these ladies were up for the challenge.
We lost a lot of seniors last year, so this year's team, we have 16 new players. So to add those to the mix, it's been amazing. They've all worked hard and really wanted to, try to grow together as a team.
Northwestern's first-round opponent in the NCAA tournament is Wheaton College, who boasts a 16-3-1 record and currently sits at number 15 in the nation. Facing such a successful team, you may think the Eagles would feel the pressure, but that may not be the case.
We know it's going to be a tough game, but I think the girls, because we are so new and there's a lot of young players that haven't been here before, so they don't know if they should be nervous or not.
Senior forward Maddie Lever is aware of the obstacle, but she's choosing to just live in the moment.
Honestly, I think just going to Chicago with my teammates and playing a very good team, it'll challenge us for sure, seeing how well we can do against a team that good.
As the excitement builds for tonight's game against Wheaton, the Eagles will look to enjoy every moment of it. For Eagle 7 News, I'm Caleb Holt.
The matchup with Wheaton College is set for 5 p.m. tonight, and you can find the link to the live stream of that game on unweagles.com. It's a loaded weekend for Northwestern athletics here on campus as we have back-to-back-to-back games taking place tomorrow. Eagles football closes their season with their matchup with Iowa Wesleyan at noon. Men's basketball hosts St. Norbert's for the home opener at 4 p.m. And women's basketball welcomes in UW Eau Claire for their home opener at 6 p.m. You can watch and listen to all of those games on unweagles.com and theremnant.fm. That's all for sports. Scott, I hate to even say it, but is there snow in the forecast?
That's right, Ryan. Students can expect some snow this weekend. This past weekend, students experienced a lot of rain and even some snow. What this means is students are going to want to bundle up and watch their step as it gets quite slippery around campus this time of year. Heading into the weekend, we can expect mostly cloudy conditions with mid to high 20s. However, as we travel into this weekend, later in the weekend we've got snow on Sunday. However, the sun will come out on Monday and Tuesday, and that's always something to smile about. Back to Dylan.
Thanks, Scott. As the temperatures have dropped, the intramural flag football has reached its playoffs this week to wrap up the season. Eagle 7's Scott Krueger has more.
It's a cold and windy night out here at Reynolds Field, and tonight we caught up with some Eagle athletes to find out why they choose to participate in intramurals.
Ashley Lowe, a senior here at Northwestern, has been playing intramurals for 2 years.
A lot of IMs. I've done volleyball, broomball, ultimate, and flag football. My favorite part about playing IMs is meeting new people, and then I get to rock around campus and say hi to them.
Ashley makes sure to bring her energetic spirit to every game.
I'm here to support my team all the way.
This week, flag football playoffs took place in temperatures as low as 25 degrees.
It's been a little rough, not the best in terms of weather. We've had probably 3 or 4 games canceled due to the rain. We've only played 6 games. You know, it is what it is.
It's a great way to stay active during the semester.
You get a break from school and get to hang out with some of your friends, and you know, if you're like me and played sports in high school but didn't want to play in college, well, it's perfect.
Despite the cold and rainy weather, students have still been making an effort to get out and play. For Eagle 7 News, this is Scott Krueger.
Fall intramurals are coming to an end, and IM basketball is next to begin.
Many students know Totino Fine Arts Center as the location where chapel takes place and where the theater department hangs out. But this spring, the theater department will enlighten the world of theater for students and faculty to enjoy. Beginning this week, long practices and rehearsals start for the Newsies musical, performing in April of 2019. It features 59 cast members and a production full of acting, dancing, singing, and fighting. One of Newsies' assistant stage managers, Delora Roberts, tells us what the impact will be for UNW students.
Not only are there theater students and music students involved, but there's also a lot of just dance students involved. So it's expanding the community of theater to other people as well, such as people who are just there to do more of the dance aspect. They also get acting and singing experience as well.
Although it may be a few months from the performance of Newsies, students are ready to seize the day.
Well, Tori, Romo had their lumberjack night, and I heard they had a pancake eating contest. How many pancakes do you think you could eat?
Ooh, that's a good question. Maybe 5 or 6 at most?
Oof.
Yeah. Right. For Eagle 7 News, I'm Tori Hoehne.
And I'm Dylan McNeill. Stay fly, Eagles.